So let me tell you an elephant story. 1994, time of radical change in my life. I served 8 years in the Air Force. So I told you I went to school and failed, and then I realized I'm working way too hard. I want to work smart. So I joined the military as a way to be able to complete my education, and I love the military. I thought I would serve a career in the military, but I was a sergeant. 4 stripes on my sleeve, if some of you might know what that means. It means you don't get paid very much. So I was a sergeant with a master's degree. So I had a master's degree as a sergeant. I was better educated than many of my leaders. And the fact of the matter is, that system, there was no way for them to use my skills. There's no way that they're going to take my master's degree and put it to use. I'd always just do the same job I've ever done. So that was part of my environment. The other part of my environment was my daughter was born at the end of '94. So my daughter's born at the end of '94. I got my master's degree and I separated from the Air Force. I went out into the local community and got a job. I got this brand new daughter, and it was a great job. It was a job that I created. I wouldn't believe that it could happen if I hadn't done it myself. We oftentimes tell our students, go pitch the job you want to do. I did it. I went into an organization and said, you're not currently doing this. I think you need to do this. I could do this for you. They said, yeah, you're right. Hired. And so I had that job, good organization. And but I've got this tiny little daughter, and my job takes me out half the time. I'm gone half of the month. And I come back and she's grown and changed, and I'm thinking, is that really how I want to experience her life? So I had a strong destination postcard. It was her face on the postcard. Wouldn't you like to be here? And the answer was yes, I would like to be here. And so at that time, another radical change, I decided to, go into academia. So I thought, I can always get a job. So I'll just give this academia stuff a chance. I put in an application. For some strange reason, they accepted me. I went off to live in poverty in Stillwater, Oklahoma, for 4 or 5 years. But it changed the trajectory of my life. And I'm going to tell you, the only reason I knew to do this, and this is a powerful lesson, was because someone in my master's degree, a professor in my master's degree program, said to me something I never thought that I would hear. And what she said to me was, you could do this job. And it had never occurred to me ever that I should be a professor. Yeah, I'm telling you, it is not something I dreamed about doing. It never entered my mental space until this person said to me, you could do this. And it was only at that moment that I began to think, I could do this? How would I do this? And the point is, never underestimate the power you have to utterly, totally, completely change the trajectory of someone's life by what you say to them, especially with words of encouragement. Does that make sense? I mean, you will never know it because you won't be around to experience that life change. But the things we say to each other have power. It has the power to move people in positive directions or discourage them and shut them down. So